Liverpool versus everybody. Just wanted to come with a review. It's on the weekend. Of course, the game gets West Ham 4-1 at their place. And as I said yesterday, proud of the team. I can't say that enough. Um, a good way to just bounce back in the league. We all know about it. The Tottenham game was awful. We had a good win in the Champions League at home against Maribor. Handled our business. Late start, cool, fine. We got it. We got the W. That's good. And then West Ham. I'm just proud that not only that we won the game, but a lot of players really showed things. At least for me. In that formation, Klopp showed something. That, because people say he has no plan B. He can't switch up, and he obviously can. And when you have a team with Hendo and Milner in it from time to time, maybe you can't be that effective with that formation. And so everything kind of fell into line. I don't wish injury on anybody, but Hendo was out. We're not going to start Milner in a game like that. So to be able to have Emery and Gini there, and then have that kind of forward four, if you will, with Mane, Salah, Ox, and Firmino, it was just beautiful to see. It really was, and I hope to see that more often. You know what I mean? So just excited about where we are right now. Know that we need to work a little bit more, but just happy to bounce back, like I said, from that Tottenham game. That was big. Moving on to international break is always a time that we all kind of regret. At the end of the day, I think it's the brighter side of it is that we're getting guys some rest. More importantly, Mo Salah. He's been playing a lot of football, doing really well. Just imagine, and I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying, just imagine if he finished the other chances that he had. I mean, he's got 12 goals now. He's on pace to get a bunch of goals this season. I don't see that not happening. I mean, of course, staying injury free and not picking up any knocks is great. And speaking of that, he's apparently he's asked his manager not to add him into the team for the international break. That's big for us. That's really big. So we got Ox back home. We got Sturridge and Salah. Of course, getting some rest, but just being able to train at home, and we can kind of keep that watch on them or whatever. And when these guys travel, it's just different things going on, different styles of football. A lot of times more physical. All types of climates, temperatures. It takes a toll, travel time. So that's great news. That's great news. The Brazilian team isn't traveling too far, I don't think. I can't remember where they're going, but it's not too far, so that won't be a big deal coming back. This should be a pretty good international break for us, hopefully. I wish Mane was staying home, but I get it. He's got a duty to fulfill. He's going to do that to the best of his ability. I know he will. And I wish him the best with that. I just hope he doesn't come back with any knocks, of course. But to get a win like that before the break is really good. I wasn't able to watch any of the Southampton-Burnley game. I'm going to try to see if I can search the net. Just try to get a view on how they're playing. They took a loss to Burnley. Burnley's a good team. They are. They frustrate you. And, we have to play them at some point soon again. But, yeah, Southampton, I'm not going to get into a whole talk about that because we got a lot of time for that, which always seems like forever. But a couple weeks, getting guys rested. All the best to Gomez, who got a lot of stick in this game. People forget, he's young. He's going to make some mistakes. And at the end of the day, I thought he had a pretty decent game. The Lanzini goal, yes, he was at fault for that. Didn't really get a good balance on that crossover, and Lanzini was able to kind of muscle him, which was surprising. I just think, again, I think Gomez's balance was off. And listen, it's going to happen. And a lot of us, unfortunately, our fans, we're quick to really, really berate certain players. If that was Flanagan, I'm sure none of you would have said anything. None of you, meaning you Scousers, you official Scousers, would have said anything. The fact that it's Gomez, he's young, it's like, listen, Gomez has a bright future, and I hope something like that doesn't affect his confidence, anything like that. He's a huge talent. Getting called to England is no small feat. That says it all. So good luck to him. Good luck to Berto, who's also been doing really well. Klavan has been doing decent while he's been in there. It's Klavan. We know what to expect. He's not going to set the world on fire, but he's doing a decent job. So yeah, we got our goals early in the first half this game, and that was good to see after back-to-back games of not really doing much in the first half. And yeah, when Lanzini gets that goal, some people might be a little nervous. I wasn't though. I wasn't. They had some chances in that game. There were other chances that I was a little more worried about. Ayew had one early on. And that first 20 minutes, they looked like they can do something. I wouldn't say that they were the better team in the first 20 minutes, but they had the better chances. So some people might say, well, that means that they're a better team. I don't think so overall. I mean, they had some chances. They didn't capitalize on them. Good for us, and not so good for them. So, Yeah, just really excited, man. How about those bright orange uniforms? You know, in the past, some of our third kits have gotten us bad luck. I know it's all superstition and silly, but I remember the black uniforms we had when Gerard's last season. We lost that last game with those. We broke out those black uniforms and got smashed. I think by Stoke. I think it was. And then the neon greens, but the orange ones are doing good so far. So, you know, why not keep those when we can go on the road? But just really happy where we are, man. Really, really happy. And again, a lot of work to do, but sound. I'm happy. I'm happy where we are. I don't think I've ever rooted for Man United ever, except for today. I wanted them to beat Chelsea so we can kind of just be on that same 19 points and maybe just get in. End of the day, kind of a boring weekend of football, to be honest. I think the better game probably was Watford and Everton. Everton was able to nick one in on a penalty and get that win, much needed win for them. But enough about other teams. Liverpool, we're marching on, man. We're marching on. We keep going. We keep fighting. And I'm just proud, really, man. Ox coming in and just doing his thing. And just imagine if we can get that out of him on the like that level, if not more. And his levels are gonna peak, right? I mean, he's still. He didn't just come to Liverpool yesterday, but he's still fresh. He's still fresh. He's still learning how we play, which is vastly different from Arsenal, vastly different from most of the teams in the Premier League. So it's going to take him some time. And again, a lot of times we don't have patience as fans, but we need to try to find that within ourselves to have it, because I think Ox is going to be really, really special, man. I think so. And I'm going to end it with this. Listen, a lot of times, I think a lot of us were sleeping on, not myself, but a lot of people, so-called supporters, were really not too thrilled about getting Mane, and then this time, Salah. And they've proved everybody wrong both times. You know what I mean? And so that's a nasty combo. That's a nasty combo on the flanks with Salah and Mane. I mean, we're going to terrorize defenses. We are. And so we get guys back. We get in the swing of things. Lala comes back, and he's able to kind of get back into rhythm. We could be a really, really, really tough squad for teams. So, I guess the point I'm making is let's try to trust the manager when he's making, when he's getting these players. I mean, I think he's only probably, there's no one I feel like he's gotten that just really totally bombed. You know what I mean? Just nobody. I mean, he knows football. He's been around. So he's building his club up, and, it'd be interesting to see all the clop-out guys, what they're saying now. I probably shouldn't even get into that. But anyway, onwards and upwards. Couple weeks. We're going to enjoy our week. We're going to take a break. Take a couple weeks off, and I know you are too. So we will see you guys when the league resumes again. Have a good one.